No, yet. And it's time for our Throw for Dough, brought to you by the Security National Bank and the local TV for Me Sports Network. Now, both of the schools tonight's game have chosen a cheerleader to try and throw the football through the special Throw for Dough banner. And just for participating, each school's athletic department will receive $50 in cash. But if you are successful in throwing the ball through our Throw for Dough banner, the school will get a donation from Security National Bank of $500. Please welcome from Security National Bank, the man with all the money. Here's Pat Ratstetter. Pat, wave at everybody. Our first contestant is from Fairfield High School, Janiyah Malone. Janiyah, good luck. Throw it through the banner. Oh, the right direction, just a little bit too high. Now, representing the Springfield Wildcats, a young lady who has already won $500 for the athletic department in the Throw for Dough last year. Asia Mays. Asia, good luck. Throw it through. Oh! The athletic department says she'll have a free ride here for the next 12 years. Thanks for participating. And if you want more information on our Throw for Dough, log on to www.localtvforme.com. Congratulations, Asia.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Dave Kale Chevrolet, the Security National Bank, and Harding Road Pharmacy. Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
It's time to eat, and you want great Mexican food with friendly service at a fair price. It's time for
My Mariachis.
With 3 convenient locations, you're never far away from a great meal at
My Mariachis.
Don't accept imitations. It's time for
A lot has changed in 80 years, but at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always do what's right for our community. Stop in today at the IH Credit Union.
Madison 14, Canada Prep Raiders 6.
And we are back. Third quarter action on the way on the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Jim Twiggs. Third quarter kickoff is coming up. But, Gary, we got some good highlights for you.
Yeah, look at that rain. We're starting to get some sprinkle, but that didn't take place until after halftime started. And we had the first score, and the only score was
straight up.
Now let's watch the replay here. Now he gets wrapped up by the Springfield player right in the backfield there. But right there, the pushing continues, and he goes down low.
He is down right about the goal line.
We shall agree to disagree.
And you think it's not a touchdown there, and then this is a pass play.
Might have been a false start, but
everybody said
a high low pass, and
he caught it.
Oh, no, he did.
And And he's saying he caught it, but the officials are trying to talk to each other and bail each other out. And I still don't know. It's pretty close, but we were talking about if the blue carpet in the end zone, if it was it is a score. Here's your throw for Doe.
Asia had no trouble with the rain. She's a lot like Joe Montana. As she backs up, eyes it up.
Look at the place went nuts. And there's Rat Statter. He's over there going, there you go, $500 to Springfield.
There goes my raise.
Yeah, what a great sport. But that's twice there. And we had in basketball season, sponsored by Security National Bank, we had a young lady by the name of Bennett at Kenton Ridge that shot the three-pointer from midcourt both directions. So I guess we have two girls now that are 2 for 2, huh?
Yes, we do. As it will be Springfield kicking off to start this second half. They'll be going on defense. Who does this favor now with this rain in here?
Well, with both of them have started to pass that ball, and now I think they got to go back to the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's something in the locker room they got to shake off. Was that a touchdown? Don't worry about it. Just catch it in both hands next time. Don't make it doubtful.
But I wonder, Gary, with this kind of rain, it's not a ton of rain, but with the regular field, as we approach the kickoff, there's a nice end over end. It's going to come down at about the 6-yard line, heading straight up the middle. Now to the near sideline, is being tripped as he crosses. Is number 4 who caught that, Phil Thomas. And Thomas is going to be down at about the 28 or 29-yard line.
Now look at here. What the bad thing here is Jaton was rolled up on at the very last minute of that play, and he's getting up now.
That's the big runner.
Right, and he was rolled up, and you'll get to see it. And he's coming off pretty gingerly. That's pretty scary when you're going to Kentucky,
Yeah, but last year he missed a lot of the season at the end of the season with that broken hand.
Yeah, so it was good to see him running off the field because it was towards the end of that play. He was rolled up.
But how much does this turf cause you to have a problem with? Maybe your feet stick too hard, and that's how you come up with the leg injuries. I don't know. Ellis gets the snap from center. Oh, he wanted to hand it off, and he's standing there. Did you see that? The look on his face. He wanted to hand it off, and the running back, didn't take it.
Yeah, and coming in through there is Robert Holtz, smashing through there for Springfield Wildcats. He's 6'4". He's a small person. 6'4", and he's 295 and 265. I take it back.
He hadn't missed
What's
a
couple
while,
pounds? What's a couple pounds? Yeah, he just drilled him right there, and quarterback Ellis said, what the heck happened here?
Okay, it's going to be, where's the marker? I can't see it over there on the far side of the field. It's going to be second down. Up the middle, nice play.
Oof. As
they're going to bring it out close to the 40, and that's where the first down marker was. It's good to see him back in the ballgame, as Gary had mentioned, was McLean. He ran off under his own power, and he ran straight up the middle on that and did pretty good. The officials are saying, well, now wait a minute. The official on the far sideline is moving the sticks. The one official over the football was saying, let's take a measurement. I think they better have a meeting.
Well, I think they probably did after the one touchdown and the one no touchdown.
Yeah.
I imagine they had a meeting here and said, heck, And you can see that range is kind of just a mist.
Misty,
it's not. It's actually lightened up a little bit, but it's pretty picturesque, actually.
Which is good, because while I'm dragging my tailpipe, dragging home, sparks flying.
And it could turn into snow, so. All right, here we go. That is a first down.
All right, first down, 10 yards to go. Ball's got to come out to about the 50-yard line for the first down. McLean coming in motion, looking for the pass, didn't get it, as Ellis said, I'm going to run the football. And does a nice job of it, too, as he'll pick up close to 5 yards on the play with 10:53 remaining in this third quarter. So we are just underway. And as far as the defense is concerned, a good sustained drive by this Fairfield ball club, Gary, is really going to, I don't know. Does that take the start down?
Looking for, Fairfield on the first half, they rushed for about 74 yards.
Mm-hmm.
No turnovers for either of these teams. And then for passing, they were 8 for 65. So right now they're sticking right to the ground.
All right. As Fairfield is up, they're in tight. They're split out a little bit. As up the middle on that counter play, there was some faking going on in the backfield and done nicely. This Ellis, for being his first year as the starting quarterback, has got some pretty good motion and movement with his hands.
Robert Holtz, number 53, coming in there again for that big stop. And the defense doing their job for Springfield, and that clock is at 10:15, so a lot of time left. The only score, as you can see, Fairfield 7 and Springfield
now, again, Gary, there's a lot of dissension going on with the officials. The one official on the far side of the field said, let's measure. The two officials down on the bottom of your screen were going, move the chains. What are they going to do? They're going to measure. It's pretty close.
Well, it's actually closer than in the first half, as you recall, where everybody thought that was a bad spot. Yeah. And there you can see the rain coming down there.
All right, let's see how close they are, because the one official
that's not static on your screen there, folks at home. So don't take that TV back to where you bought it, because that's just he's short by a football.
Kudos going out to the official on the far side of the field who's there by the chains. He said, no, we're going to measure this. And everybody else is saying, let's go down the field.
That would be Don Klingler over there.
So he did a nice job. It's a third down and a matter of inches to go for the first down.
Now, perhaps that's a measurement because they were doubtful with the touchdown for Fairfield. Who knows? In that locker room, they could have had a little discussion about that.
Well, they could have. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we've seen some strange things here tonight so far. The catch that I thought wasn't a catch, and the touchdown, which Gary thought was a touchdown, and I didn't.
So we're even. And we both wear glasses.
Yeah, so don't hit.
Both are bifocals. Count on us.
All right, third down. That's why we're up here.
That's why we have a 70-inch monitor up here.
Yeah, because our glasses look like Coca-Cola bottles.
We'd like to start this play here in this at 10:29, and unless they're waiting for the rain to stop, that could be a while.
Well, it hasn't lightning, not that I've seen.
No, don't say that.
Okay, I think they want to reset the clock. They moved it from 10:29 to 10:23.
And here we go. And now the clock is rolling.
Okay, third down, matter of inches. Ellis fakes the handoff. He's got running room. Look out. That's what normally happens on a play. Oh, fumble. Are they going to say he was down? Now the officials, I don't know what they're going to call, but it looked when he fumbled like he was rolling over a Springfield Wildcat.
Now watch this replay.
Well, let's see if he does roll over the Wildcat. If he does, that's not a fumble.
No, the ground caused that fumble.
Yeah, you can't have the ground. That was a good call. That was a good call.
That was on the keeper.
Ball at the 34-yard line. First down and 10. How many times have we seen that where you got third and short and all of a sudden they break loose?
Yeah, nice rushing so far the second half. 30 yards there for Fairfield.
They got trips at the top of the screen over there. Let's see if they pass. The running game is going too good for them. You had mentioned that earlier, Gary, that they may use the running game. Here goes McLean.
Picks up 8 yards.
And pecks his way across there. Stays low. And hangs on to the football.
Picks up 8 yards right there.
Correcting the carry.
So it's going to bring up a second down and about 2 yards to go for the first down. 7-0. Fairfield out in front of Springfield. Both ball clubs coming in at 1-0. McLean takes a stutter step backwards and then goes forward. And he's real close to the first down, depending on the spot. Okay, the one official says the 25-yard line, so he's about a yard short, half a yard short.
Jokel Brown on that tackle there, coming in there, number 57. Jokel Brown.
Do you feel like everything is slowed down with the officials the way they're calling it?
I think they're being a little more careful.
Yeah.
Because I think probably both coaches had something to say. And now that it's raining, it's even more critical. And look at the score. You got a 7-point ball game. And was that on a bad call? We don't know.
Yeah. Man coming in motion. That counter play in the backfield. McLean is going to be down. And I'm trying to see who that was. 57 for Springfield.
That's the same kid again, Jokel Brown.
Jokel Brown.
Watch him shoot through here, folks.
It's like he was in the huddle.
And he had the tackle right before this one. And he's turning his back. He's looking to run, and then he goes up. Oh, boy.
He hid behind the taller tackle for Fairfield. And as soon as McLean got up ahead of speed, boom, there he was right in front of him.
And what really is also impressive is that Bryce Walker, the cornerback, stayed at home on that edge if he did get outside.
4th down and about 4 yards to go for the first down. Springfield needs a stop here. Ellis looking, almost out of it. Now he breaks loose. There's nobody over there as everybody had their receiver, had the backs turned to the play, and Ellis said, well, I'm going to get a first down.
Yeah, this is kind of how they started this ball game. They on their very first possession, they ended up getting a first down and moving that ball nicely. And watch it, looked right, pulls it back in, and he has plenty of room downfield. 21 missed a block at the top that would probably have helped him get some more yardage. That's Deshaun Simpkins, but I don't think he realized he was going to be right on his back that closely.
All right, first down. The ball is at the 24, so they're going to go to the 14 for first down.
One thing that's happened all game is Fairfield gets those calls pretty close to the sideline, and then they come out, and that gives the defense for Springfield very little time to see what's going on. But now, now they're blowing the whistle, and that's Fairfield already had a play, so that whistle should have blown right when they got out there.
All right, here comes the handoff again. McLean up the middle, put his hand down,
he's
got
still
his
going.
balance. Yeah, and he's still going. I like that. I've always been envious of people that can keep running, go almost parallel to the ground, push up with their hand and keep going. Me, when I got hit, I just fell.
Now watch this. He pops through there again, one hand on the ground, which you can do.
Yeah,
he's still not down. Real nice play. And here's another one. He just keeps rumping through there, and that could be another first down.
I think it is a first down. The way they've got it marked, it should be at about the 13-yard line. That should be enough for the first down.
They've already rushed for 45 yards this first half here.
But, boy, this second half, they have just
the second half, I mean.
They have looked good. Okay, 13-yard line. So they can get down to the 3 for a first down. And Springfield needs a big defensive play here. We thought they had one with that fumble recovery, but it wasn't really a fumble.
Yeah, he hit the ground first.
Ellis just kind of takes his time back there. Now he's going to hand it off. McLean's got it. And McLean gets down to about the 5.
50 yards rushing.
Wow. He is quick.
This is the first possession right now.
Yeah.
And watch here. Watch this replay.
Look how he takes his time.
Just casually. Look at the blocking up front. We don't give those guys enough credit. Big guys in there really doing a great job for Fairfield. Big 75 in there. And, these guys are doing their thing. Kendricks, Goodman, watch this. He's going off tackle. He's taking the right gap. And he's going to not be in. Oh, boy, fumble now.
Ellis, they're saying that this is what Springfield would need.
Look, he's saying I was
down. First down, Springfield.
He's saying I was down.
Well, let's watch. Oh, the ball's coming loose there.
Look at his knee.
It's not down yet.
No, right there. Right by the foot.
Ooh, that's, okay. Wow. That was real close, though, Gary. Let you and I go down and see if there's a knee print down there. All right, the ball is...
And that darn foot's right in the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where an end zone comes in neat.
And what are we at, the 3-yard line? All right, first and 10 from there.
First
get
possession.
It out to just over the 13 as trying to find a little bit of running room. The Springfield Wildcats. Boy, they need more than just a little bit of running room. They need a big offensive play. They got their big defensive play here. They got that fumble. And the ball is going to come out to the 5-yard line. That's only a pickup of 2. And if you're going by Woody Hayes' analogy, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, then you could be just a yard short at 4th down and make it. But 2 yards doesn't get it for you. Clock rolls. We're down to under 6.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter as the officials are still talking things over, it looks like. All right, ball to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and 8 yards to go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, caught almost.
Look at them going after that ball. They're just digging for that ball.
Yeah. And wouldn't you, flip it up, knock it into the end zone, and fall on it for an easy 6 points. Somebody's coming off the field that got nailed.
Yeah, he's kind of holding his hand there.
Is that Tolliver?
Don't know what's going on there. That's Jeff Tolliver coming to the side.
Yeah.
Coaches are looking at him. He seems to think he's okay over there.
I don't know. His head went down. He's hurting.
Coming in to replace him is Devon Williams.
Devon Williams, right. And through all this, the play clock's down to 8 seconds.
And this ball has not moved since the fumble.
4 seconds. Here's the snap in the end zone, going over the middle and
almost picked
off. And then laying on the ground was Springfield's Minnie, and then it was almost intercepted again.
Now watch number 17. He's right in the middle of your screen. Middle linebacker drops back, and he comes across the middle, and he goes, "Oh, that's why I'm there. That's why I'm there." Phoenix Porter. So we got Phoenix and we have France. So we got two different locations. Which one is a continent?
France.
Not a continent, a country. Oh, jeez. Just give it up.
I played football. I didn't have.
Here comes the rush.
It's blocked.
That's blocked.
There goes 2 points for the Fairfield Indians, and Springfield will have to kick off. It is now 9-0.
Good snap. Now look at this.
Look at the rush.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know anybody could get it out of the end zone like that, Lee.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they feed these kids, but 3 or 4 down linemen are making great inroads on this offense of Springfield. And now, to add insult to injury, you got to kick off or punt it. Goes down as a safety, 9-0 in favor of the Indians of Fairfield. You know, I think I'm looking at this Fairfield Ball Club, and I'm trying to think what they were last year. They made it to the playoffs, but McLean broke his hand, and that kind of just shut him out. And they didn't. Well, they ended up losing that ball game. I'm trying to see what their record was. I thought it was like 7-3 last year.
Yeah, it was a pretty tight record. And,
yeah, and they play in a division where.
But I think, and I ended up remember seeing him play last year, and this is this team's really playing well this year.
Excuse me. Before he broke his hand, they were 7-1.
Okay, there you go.
And lost the last 2, but still made it into the playoffs.
Yeah, but this team, I think this is an improved team over last year. But it's the second game of the season too.
Yeah, but if this is any indication, these kids are quick.
And everybody was so high here on Springfield, and they should be, but Springfield tonight has had some struggle.
Look at that kick.
There we go. Look at
all
this.
All the way backwards into the 10-yard line. Now they can get him back there. That's a pretty good deal.
Oh, boy.
Look out.
Oof.
To the out kick is a defense. Coming up with that football was Phil Thomas. Man.
And that's how you
give him another. Kicked it from the 20 all the way down to the 10-yard line. Don't forget, upcoming at the end of the ballgame, as we do every single night. Stay tuned for tonight's All-State Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner, brought to you by Jim Twiggs, with locations in Springfield and West Carrollton.
Yeah, that's for Springfield rushing. They didn't have anything there. They had that block punt, so they have yet to have any rushing yardage.
And you know this
but
right
what a
now.
kick! That was a nice kick.
Yes, I was going to say.
Really put them back. And
this is the best offense that Springfield's had. Was that kick as it put Fairfield down in their own territory?
Yep.
A lot of moving around on that defensive front. Here comes McLean.
There's a flag.
That flag is thrown. I think we might have a holding penalty.
Yeah, that's going to move him back anyway. Now this is where you do not want to get. This is where you do not want to get chippy down there, and it is a penalty. It's to be first down.
But do you want it? You've lost a few yards. Makes it second down and about 12.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it for the first down?
It's a holding. It's a holding. So
move him back.
And again, they've had one fumble.
Yeah.
And that rain's let up quite a bit, so it's not quite as wet down there on the field as it was.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little mist over there, just by the lights. I like these lights up here. All right, 4.5 minutes remaining. That's it. They've got to take the ball all the way out to about the 36.5-yard line. And where are they lining up? Inside the 15.
Oh, what a
with
tackle.
the football and hands it off. McLean got tackled, moved, kept moving, and finally is down. But still tried to get some positive yardage. Watch this kid go.
Now watch him come out from the outside edge here. And he's had numerous tackles tonight. We're talking about 58, and that's Tavion Gilbreth. And he got some help from his buddies, but that first hit there really knocked him back in the backfield, and he had a straight run for that play.
Now that play worked real well for him before, where he takes it and does the movement to the right side, then comes back, takes the handoff, and goes over the left side. This time it didn't work so well, so that's going to bring up second down. Ton of yardage to go. It's fake handoff, looking, Ellis is looking, got a man deep, got it! Oh, what a play! Down to the 50-yard line, and I'll tell you one thing, he threw that football before Phil Thomas even looked back for it.
Now watch this. A lot of time to throw this about 35-yard pass. And look at this ball. And he led him perfectly. Coverage was just a little bit late. Real nice play, and he brings it all the way back and down there at the 42-yard line. That's a real nice play. 45-yard play there.
But if you saw him, before he even made his cut, the ball was in the air, and he ran right under it.
That's their only pass so far this second half.
Wow. McLean takes it, and check that. Ellis with it. It's a nice fake. Ellis will take the ball up to about the 31-yard line, and that'll be a good 11-yard gain, so that's going to be another first down. As the clock will begin to roll after they spot the football.
And that could be a mission.
Yeah. Look at this. These guys just
Look at their
don't
feet.
give up.
Their
They
feet
keep moving backwards, frontwards, sideways.
That's a 65-yard rush, or 65 yards rushing in the second half alone.
Another 11 tacked onto that. Man, that is just some fine
45-yard pass play.
Yeah. McLean in behind his quarterback. Now McLean's going to get it and doesn't get much there. Springfield's ready for him. He gets to the line of scrimmage, kind of stops, wants to look where he can go, and he had no running room at all that time.
They've done their homework, that's for sure. Sinet in on that tackle. And you can tell they've looked at that the film and said, hey, this is what we got to shut down him.
And they have.
And they've really done a good job of that.
Okay, second down, and about 9 yards to go for the first down. As the ball is at the right at about the 30-yard line. Going to the far side of the field, was cut off.
Oh, boy.
And just cut the ball up very, very nicely there was Mays for the Indians of Fairfield. They almost had him in the backfield, but he broke loose for, it doesn't look like much, but it's a couple of yards. It's going to bring up third down. Actually, they keep moving it back, so pick up a yard. 3rd and 9 with 1:48 remaining in the third quarter. And a 9-0 lead for Fairfield. Got a touchdown, then they got the safety on the blocked punt. Not that many minutes ago here in this third quarter. And they take their time. The play clock's down to 8 seconds. Ellis just takes his time, fakes the handoff, and rolls. Does he have anybody open? He thinks he does. And a nice play. Coming up late defensively on that play was Brown for Springfield. Knocked it away, knocked it out of bounds, and that's going to bring up a fourth down, but I don't see them doing anything.
Watch him come across here late, and he has a shot at it, and a big collision almost, and that's about as close as you can get. He makes a break on that a half a second faster, and he might be running the other direction, and that's what Springfield needs right now. A big play to turn this around in good field position.
Yeah, they do. Now, if they can make a stop here, this may add a little bit of fuel to the tanks.
But look at that clock. 1:19 left. This
Third
has gone
quarter.
quickly, yeah.
Yeah. Ellis looking.
Look at the timing.
Still looking. Got a man open, but intercepted, but I think that's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's out of bounds on that.
And Ellis just basically had to throw it up because it was fourth down.
Yeah.
So they're going to bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now watch, Bates will catch this ball, and watch where he is.
His feet.
He's in the green shirts, and he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
He says, darn it, that was that interception I was looking for the play before.
Okay, the ball is at the 29-yard line.
Good field position here now.
1:10 remaining. And what Springfield's got to do is don't look at the clock, just play football.
And you got a whole nother quarter to go.
Yeah. In there at one of the running backs is
tell you what, some lady down here below us is really going to have a sore throat tomorrow.
What a nice counter play, straight up the middle.
Oh, there we go.
That's
8-yard run.
Is that one of the better plays they've had? They actually moved the defense.
Well, you know what? And the line is starting to pick it up. And watch what happens here. Watch the blocking up front. The big guys. Pulling guard there.
Watch this.
Right there. The pulling guard is the one that really makes this play work. And we're talking about 52 coming around the corner there. And that's Zarian Exxon. And that's the guy that's going to be pulling and moving and get some good blocking over there.
All right, here we go. It's second down and about 3 yards to go for the first down. As Springfield is ready, the clock rolls. Play clock down to 17 seconds. Plenty of time. Handoff up the middle. Boy, you know, there's some drive there. Taking that ball is Simpkins. No, not Simpkins, excuse me. Smoot. And Smoot picks up the first down.
37 seconds left to go.
But it's going to start rolling as soon as they set these sticks. And there it goes, 34 seconds. Calling out the signals on this near sideline and sending them out to Tayshawn Smoot. Here's the coaching staff. Looking around, clock down to 21 seconds. Play clock down to 13 seconds. Taking his time. And that's all right. You've got another quarter.
Ooh, bad snap.
Bad snap. Sometimes that helps you, but not that time. This defense, Gary, is just so quick. You've got to play almost perfect football to
Brandon
go
Smith.
through.
Now watch Brandon Smith shoot in here, number 11 for Fairfield. See, he's right there in the center. They're blitzing him, and he's going to come up with this nice tackle right off the edge there. Fought his way all the way through. And, that's the end of the third quarter.
That'll do it for the third quarter. 9-0 in favor of Fairfield over Springfield. More Springfield Fairfield football coming up in the fourth quarter on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television. Brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, Muffler Brothers of Springfield, Urbana, and Fairborn, and the IH Credit Union.
Although the world is ever-changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
When your ride is overheated, choking, spinning, sputtering, stopped, or just too slow, trust the pros at Muffler Brothers. With locations in Fairborn, Urbana, and Springfield, you're right around the corner from repair service you can count on. Get your car the attention it deserves. See the real pros in town, Muffler Brothers.
Springfield's pharmacy is Harding Road Pharmacy, located 1.5 miles north of the hospital on North Plum Street and Harding Road. Harding Road Pharmacy has been locally owned since 1950.
We not only fill prescriptions that are ready when you are, but our friendly professional staff is always available to answer questions and provide free delivery. We're proud to serve our community, and we invite you to experience why Harding Road Pharmacy is Springfield's hometown pharmacy.
Harding Road Pharmacy is open 7 days a week for prescriptions that are ready when you are.
And the fourth quarter action between Springfield and Fairfield. It's 12 more minutes. One of these teams are going to walk out of here 2-0. And Springfield trying to get things ignited. There's a pass. Got a man open downfield. It is caught.
Beautiful catch.
Throw it behind the intended receiver was James Wood.
Now watch this pass. 40-yard pass here, Lee. And this is just a wonderful 45-yard pass. Led him perfectly. And look at that window he went through. 45-yard pass. That's the 2 for 45 yards. I'll take that.
I'm not so sure Corey Smith couldn't have intercepted that. He backed away from it.
I don't think he thought it was going his way.
Yeah.
There's a loss of 2.
That's going to be back to the 40-yard line. So loss of 2 or 3. It depends on where they mark it. So I get a kick out of good fans. Even obnoxious ones. All right. Springfield's looking over the sideline. Deshaun Smoot.
It's like that guy in golf. In the hole, get in the hole. What do you think is going to happen when they have it? It's like, come on.
Look at Tolliver. Look at Tolliver for being hurt. You know, it looked like he got a lot of yardage. Did not. But he got it up to, he got it up to the original line of scrimmage.
So they're rushing about 4 yards there.
But it looks like he's
in good
okay.
shape. That's good. Good sign here.
Oh, he did a nice cut there. But look how quick this Fairfield team is, Gary.
I mean, this is they're a lot faster than they were last year.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think whether or not they did play Xenia last year. Of course, Xenia had the great running back there. But this team is really something to be reckoned with.
Boy, they will be. Going back to pass.
He had it, but he missed it.
Oh yeah, he had his man open and then did not get rid of the football as it is. What do we got here?
Now
Fourth down.
Yeah, watch down here at the very bottom of your screen. He's going to be heading down here to Larry Stevens on the very bottom. And he's going to unload then, and he saw that rush. You know, just had he stayed in the pocket a little bit, he could have gotten Larry Stevens in the end zone. And there's Larry down there, number 5 at the bottom. I don't think he has a catch tonight.
Well, now would be a good time. 4th down and 13. Catch it for about 14 yards, break loose, and score.
And get a score, get the extra point, and then use the rest of the quarter to get
those 3.
Get those 3 back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look at down the middle.
There we go.
I'm telling you what.
That's what I'm talking about, the first catch of the night.
No, they say he didn't catch it.
Oh, boy. Here, let's watch here.
He had it, but I think it was ripped out of there.
Now watch. Steven's going to come across right in the middle of your camera or TV there, and he picks it up.
There it is. Got it.
Oh, he lost it.
As he hit the ground, it just went plopping out from underneath his arm. And so that goes for naught.
It's 3 for 45, and almost had it hauling it in. And he's not happy over here on the sideline. He is fired up.
39-yard line. It's 1st down and 10. And the officials stop the clock and are talking about something. Okay, now they moved it about 3 inches up to the 40. So it's 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Ellis with that quick pitch around the far side. McLean with the football.
Oh, he scooted clear. He picked up about 7 yards on that.
Yeah, he scooted through there. It depends on where they're going to mark it. He got about 7 or 8, as Gary had mentioned. And I think there was a little talking going on there, too, as they're going to place the ball down at the 48-yard line. So it's going to be an 8-yard gain. 2nd down, 2 yards to go, and the clock, boy, is working for Fairfield right now. 9:14 remaining.
And that's what they'll do. They'll just continue to run and walk away here with, they hope to walk away with a 9-0 win. But look they're sending down the receivers down here at the bottom. Keep an eye out for big number 88. He already has a couple good catches, and he's the big target.
I'd hand it off.
Caleb Sexton, yep.
That's what and that's what they did, too. Look at McLean.
Oh, boy.
When you've got a great running back, and I go back to the days of dirt when Jimmy Brown was running the ball, he didn't do well in the 1st and 2nd and 3rd quarter, but look at that 4th quarter.
And watch Jaton take this handoff. Nothing out there. And he just goes north and south and over you.
Yes. That is one heck of a run going out to McLean as the ball is inside Springfield territory at the 43-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. And I'm surprised because Fairfield was looking over at the play clock, and they came out of the huddle a little bit earlier than I thought. 17 seconds they did. Now it's down to 12. Ellis says, take it, McLean. And he did. And look at him pick his way through there, Gary. Cross the 35, down to about the 34. They are wearing down this defense of Springfield right now and getting his 2nd and 3rd win. What all good running backs do is McLean.
Yeah, and if they just want to run out some clock, but they're getting big 5 and 6 and 8 yard, on each carry. So it is the line for Springfield. They really need to shut this down now with 8 minutes left to go in this whole ball game, because this is what they hope to see down the road is in the GWAC. They need these wins.
Well, we're going to go to the Central Buckeye Conference next week. We're going to go over to Kenton Ridge, as Kenton Ridge will be hosting the Ben Logan Raiders in a ball game over there at Kenton Ridge, and we'll be with you next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Brought to you by Jim Twiggs, your local All-State agent, with places here in Springfield, of course, and down in West Carrollton, south of town.
This ball is short by about a football.
All right, going to bring up second down. And this is where you're going to see a long run if you're going to see one. It's that short where everybody's playing the run.
Up tight.
And then you get into that secondary, and it's just like, forget it, we're gone.
They got 2 wide receivers down here at the bottom.
I don't think they'll even play into this. Unless he comes running over this way and they need to throw a block.
One thing that I haven't seen in the second half was that man in motion that was a real effective for them, and they haven't had it here in the second half. They haven't had to have it.
No, they didn't. No, they haven't.
There he goes.
McLean's got it again, puts his head down, and says, I want a first down, and he's still going.
Look where he ends up.
Inside the 25-yard, 24 is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, he ran through some players there that time. And getting up kind of going, what the heck happened to me, as Zarius Stinnett said, what the heck was that just went through me?
Yeah, he's holding his arm there.
Yeah, and it's his hand. So
probably got it. Oh, is it his hand? I thought he got a stinger. Okay.
He's shaking his hand there. And what happens, your hand's wrapped up, and somebody else's helmet hits you in the hand or up the hip.
Well, you get that face mask in there, and then, Clock rolls, 7:25 remaining here in this football game. And the second half right now is becoming all Fairfield. And they're just, look how he did it. McLean again went into the what I call the 2-hole right over guard, and nothing there. And he literally bounced outside and picked up yardage down to the 21-yard line. And that's a nice 4-yard pickup, Garrett. Second down and 6.
Yeah, and he's not very big, but on the roster there, they don't really give you the weight or the height, on
no, they didn't.
Their stats
that's right.
there. And he's not that big of a back. He's not what you would think as a big running back, but he's just quick, and he finds those holes and gets the yardage.
Well, he sure does that. Whoa. All right, man in motion coming this way, getting the football, running the football, putting his head down, and here comes the helmet off again. We got some things going on across the field. The one Fairfield ball player lost his helmet, and that may have been pulled off. Well, we'll see who they call it on.
And they're separating them.
Yeah, this is going to go against Springfield, I am sure, as holding his hands up is Brown, holding over his helmet, and I know I didn't, but, there's...
he's telling the player to go off the field because he has to, because he lost his helmet.
Yeah, that he does. That he does have to.
And here you go, Lee. Personal foul.
Yeah.
Against personal foul offsetting penalties.
Offsetting, yeah.
So they both have to play without their helmet. For the rest of the game.
Yeah, they both got to play center.
These are Gary rules. If you have a personal foul, you play without your helmet from now on.
Can you imagine?
If you're going to monkey around with that stuff.
That's right.
That's crazy.
We'll teach you.
If you're going to mess around with that stuff, that's what would happen. Take your helmet off.
Well, I think a lot of times, and I don't know, it's not the coaches, but the kids want to win. And sometimes that's so ingrained that it's like.
And again, you don't know what's been said throughout the game when you're covering the same guy over and over again. You don't know what kind of language, or not language, but
And frustration sets in.
And then you look at the clock and you go, darn it, and I've been there.
Oh, we've all been there,
I've been there, so I neither one of us up here is a saint.
God, I told one guy that threw a block on me one time at Welcome Stadium, I'm going to rip your face off next time you come to me.
Yeah.
And luckily, he was a lot bigger than me. He just laughed, and I went, oh, okay, I guess that was kind of funny.
And then, what's funny is after the game, you give each other high fives, and you go back.
You do.
You go back down to your locker room. But, I think some of the personal fouls that, we do see happen, and even last week in one of the games, with the official and stuff. That's just unnecessary. You can't do that.
And we kid about the officials here in this ballgame, but I think they're doing the right thing. They're letting everybody cool down.
And they're trying to get it right, because the first half, I think they were kind of grading themselves too. The officials going, we had some really close calls we haven't had all season long, even though this is week number 2.
I'm trying to figure this out. The one official marked all the way back. Don't forget you can pick up your copy today. We're talking about the fall edition of the sports pages. It's in the newsstands and at sponsor locations, Gary.
Yeah, right up the street there from First and St. Paris Pike, Sunoco. And that's Sonny's drive-through. A great place to pick up that newspaper, as well as Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. Go over there to Harding Road Pharmacy and a lot of the other stores in and around the community. There's Muffler Brothers.
Look at the picture of Larry Stevens.
And then, of course, stop by for experience greater vision at Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. So look at your gas stations throughout the town, and even up in Champaign County, you'll be able to pick up the sports page, and it's a great edition. Has all the teams and tells you where we'll be.
The ball just short of a first down. Have to go to the 15, or just inside the 13. And here goes the ball up
just
to the
keep
middle.
Moving that ball, don't they?
Yeah. And that's first down.
That's 104 yards so far this second half.
Boy, and McLean, for taking a hit on one of the plays and having a tough time getting off the field, forgot about that real quick, as he's had a pretty good second half. And I mean, just bobbing and weaving and chucking and jiving and picking him up a lot of yardage as the ball now is inside the 15. Garrett's at about the 13 yard.
Yeah, about 190 yards rushing for Fairfield tonight, and haven't had to go to the air too much. But when they did, they had some good passes. And Springfield had a real nice pass.
Yeah, they did.
And a couple of passes that were dropped, but
they just haven't tonight been able to finish.
It doesn't seem like they clicked. They were on the same page. And
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, after you have a pretty good win last week, you kind of somehow you get complacent.
Well, yeah, we got 508 yards last week. Why not this week? Well, this week you're playing a football team that is on a mission, shall we say, what they say in the one movie, a mission from God.
Now, I'd be real surprised towards the end of the season to see what this team's record is.
Yeah.
And it's like anybody. If your team stays healthy, it's going to be and this Springfield team is better than what they're showing tonight.
And they're going to do well. They're going to, they're going to get into the playoffs. They just have to put it together. Like I said, they had a good play and then nothing. Another good play and then nothing.
Yeah, and I think one thing that you see a lot more coaches, including Mo Douglas, is that when you have a team like this, you want the kids to be good citizens and be a team as one unit, not just this this, and that's what I think Mo Douglas has tried to do since he's been a coach.
And they have been so far. But don't forget local TV for me. Get connected. Community events, sports, stories, and contests and videos. www.localtvfront.com. Go to it. Get connected with us. Now here's Ellis again. Boy, look at that. Nothing bothers him. Okay, what are we going to do here? Well, we're going to hand it off to McLean. Found a little opening, and who did he hit? Was that Tolliver?
He just gave an arm shift to Delian Bradley. Now watch this. This is an elbow shimmy, and talk about knocking you backwards. And he's just a powerful runner. Look at him. Stay low. Now watch him get low here.
I'm going to stop him.
Oh, he just got low there. And man.
You hate, I kind of get scared when you see people like that go helmet to helmet, because that's not supposed to be. Okay, ball at the 5-yard line. It's first and goal from there.
And the worst thing now is that clock is moving at 4:55.
Well, the way they're holding the sticks, he didn't get where I thought he got. Handed off to McLean again. Wants to go over the left side and says, there's a hole on the right side. And he's going to be pushed back, and that's the first time he's been pushed back tonight, when he's going to get forward progress, of course. And they're going to give that to him at just about the 3.5-yard line.
We'll see on this replay. He's trying to spin outside. Now watch. He'll go here, and at first contact, he tries to roll back out right there, and he's caught. Real nice tackling and coming in there again for Springfield is Davion Bates, who got that interception that was out of bounds, but he's the one there in the lime green shirt.
And it is first down. They took a good hard look at it. And head coach Jason Krause, came out and called his players over and said, let's run this play. They're at the 3-yard line where they officially mark it. And it is first and goal from there. Up the middle they go. Did they get in? They look like they got the push. And I didn't see anything. Did he get in?
I don't see any call yet. Now let's watch here. I didn't see a call.
I didn't either. Quarterback keeper, well, he's in.
Yeah, he's in the end zone, but nobody gave it a call. So.
Okay, yeah, it is. I didn't see. I'm looking for the officials. They're just kind of walking around going, 15-0 right now in favor of Fairfield. This is a good little football team. So is Springfield. Fairfield has just been able to finish things off tonight in a big way, and this speed has been just absolutely fantastic. Billy in the kick, and now he is perfect with extra points.
Boy, he could kick that ball a long ways, too.
Yeah, and plus he's got a field goal this year of 25 yards. So they got themselves a pretty good little ball player there.
And that was a nice drive there by Fairfield, and that puts them over unofficially here for us as 205 yards rushing with that touchdown run there, 1-yard run by.
And the thing that you kind of look at, they don't need to pass the football. I don't think they need to at all.
Ellis again.
Yeah.
2 of them, 2 touchdowns, and about the same amount. A yard and a half, 2-yard touchdown run, and
he
total score.
He just kind of kept everything going. And, it was so nonchalant that everybody's just real relaxed. Going, oh, okay, we're doing well.
What you said was a key word, too, relaxed. You got your whole team working together as a unit, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Springfield needs to build on, is you got to execute on your position and do your job.
And he kind of exudes,
there we go.
Just perfection.
Now let's see if Springfield can get back.
Here goes Tolliver. Can he find an opening? He's going to go backwards and still can't get away. There is a shirt. He needs one of those tearaways we wore in the 60s. It gets the ball to about the 25-yard line, then goes backwards. Nice play defensively from Fairfield, and it looks like their ball player over there made that tackle. Does hand stuff in the locker room because he was not going to let go.
What were those things called?
The squeezy things.
The thing had the little the coils, and then you ended up doing it.
I call it a squeezy thing.
Yeah, squeezy thing.
All right.
Red handles, I remember.
Oh, boy, yeah. I had one with blue. Hated that thing.
No, because your hand is black and blue from doing it with the red.
All right, here comes Springfield. They've got 4 minutes. Put on a drive here and get a score. You're being blanked. And last week you had 44 points and 508 yards. Where'd it go? Looking, and
oh! Beautiful catch.
Did he adjust to that football? Larry Stevens.
This is a beautiful catch, folks. Now watch him turn around at the last second. This is a textbook beautiful catch. Now the quarterback sees him, leads him downfield. You can see him at the bottom. Now watch him turn around right now. There we go. Boom. And
the Fairfield player didn't even look. He had no idea.
He was watching Stevens' face, and then he turned at the last minute and got it. Beautiful catch by Larry Stevens.
Okay, ball in Fairfield territory, 49-yard line. Now they need to finish things. They've had a couple of plays like this, and they all went for naught. Snap back. Looking over the middle, got the ball, and we'll go down. But that's a nice little play. Something you probably should have done in the first and second quarter. But that is just perfect, that quick one. And make the defense stand back on their heels when you fake it. That's what you need.
And you don't need to be rushing the ball here.
Nope.
That part of your game plan is done.
All right, it's about a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5.
Here comes the blitz.
Back.
Blitz.
Here it comes. Gets away. Nice play.
He read that really well.
Play. Yeah, he sure did. Tayshawn Smoot did a nice job just getting away. And there's the whistles. And Springfield wants a timeout.
Yes, in on that blitz once again is that Phoenix Porter. And that's number 17 doing a good job. He was in that backfield. But again, the quarterback read it perfectly. Just come on up the middle. If they're blitzing, you can go ahead and get some yardage. But right now, it's Springfield's come to life. And we only have 3 minutes left to go in the game.
I'm getting tired watching these guys. I want to have to go and take a nap.
I think you'll be able to when you get home.
Well, my Browns are in action against Tennessee this weekend.
Tennessee has a team, huh?
Yeah, they even got uniforms. Instead of having the all Gary Littell no helmet team.
Yeah.
But you know what? That may sound funny, but I played with a leather helmet. I used to always love watching the old race car drivers.
That was
in the
your
30s.
bike helmet.
Yes, it was. Oh, I got some bad brain damage on those. Oh, nice run, coming up with a football.
Beautiful.
And moving it forward, yes.
Well,
yeah, there was a little bit of
extra shove there.
Yeah, Fairfield doesn't need to shove. They're ahead 16-0 as the clock rolls with about 2.5 minutes remaining in this football game.
Yeah, Tavion Smoot here on this carry as you see him coming in there, and just at the last minute, a little extracurricular activity, but no harm, no foul, and that clock right now is moving. 2:30 to go.
Tavion Smoot in the backfield at the running back. Look at that pass right over the middle. Nice play. Tolliver's got it, gets it down to the 25-yard line. Now they're going to have to hustle and get to the line of scrimmage with 2:20 remaining here in this football game.
Yeah, you got to send Stevens into the end zone.
Yeah,
here.
you do.
You got to get him down there fast. He's at the bottom of your screen. He's on your outside. They're trying to work it over the middle because they know Stevens is a weapon.
Well, run it over the middle.
Yeah,
get that 4 and 5 yards and give him
now
some
watch
space
Stevens
and let him go.
Cut across the middle.
Oh, wait a minute. I think there should be a flag on that bad boy. There it is. Yeah.
No, he caught it, Lee. I want to see this. He caught that ball to touchdown.
Touchdown for Springfield.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He caught that ball.
See, I didn't think he caught it from the angle that I was looking at, but let's take a look here.
Pass interference.
He did go back and catch it.
He goes underneath it and catches
That's
it.
2 on that drive.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful play by Stevens. He comes back underneath. He's going, wait, this is a touchdown.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He's going, don't mess around with his penalty. That was a touchdown. I caught it.
Yeah, but I didn't think he got it. I was blocked here, looking through the window, and some guy with a camera, I was looking into his back. You got to go for 2. 16-6.
So passing.
Well, yeah,
but three for 100 yards here.
And then you wonder, where was the offense before? Of course, you're playing in a different part of the ball game where they're giving you maybe a little bit more space. But we'll see.
Well, that man-to-man coverage here every time.
Yeah. 2-point conversion, low snap.
That was a train wreck there.
Not going to get it. So with 1:59 remaining here in this football game, 16-6. You think we're going to get onside? The kicks that I like, Gary, are not the onside kicks, but that little pooch kick.
The squib.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, just over the line. Now watch here. That's too bad. It was going to be a fake hold is what they tried to pull off.
All right. Minute 59 seconds. And there, finally, Springfield showed a little bit of life on that drive. And the guy pulling in all of the life was Larry Stevens. Whoa. Made some nice catches. Now we'll have to see here. They got, they being Fairfield, have got one player deep at about the 20-yard line. And this, I didn't see the penalty called on Fairfield because now they're going to march the ball down to the 40-yard line.
Yep, somebody said something there, unsportsmanlike. I think it's probably on that missed extra point. Somebody said something.
Said something, okay. Now, if you can pooch that, get it over there, or just pick somebody out and zero in on him and hit it as hard as you can so it bounces back to you.
Well, everybody knows it's an onside kick coming this way.
Has to be, yeah.
And very seldom is it pulled off, but we'll see.
Oh, that was, we got penalty flags thrown here.
I'm
and
guessing
it looks like
offsides
against Springfield.
And they'll decline that, I imagine.
Yeah. Because they will take the football just outside the 30 to about the 33, 34-yard line.
Illegal procedure, so they're going to say, are they going to make them do it again?
Did they?
They don't know where to spot this ball.
See, there I'm confused. Did they ask him if they wanted the penalty?
Well, I was looking. They didn't even look at the
because Jason
other
Krause
sideline.
is out there.
The coach is out there. That's what I'm saying. He didn't even ask them. I don't.
Interesting. Okay.
Now let me ask you this: on a kick, do you have to kick it again? Illegal procedure. That's what I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, why would you just say no? We'll just take it right there.
Yeah, we'll take it right there, and then we got the football.
Because the ball did go 10 yards.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, let's see if it
goes. It needs this really short little thing. Oh, this is a good one. It takes a big bounce, but it didn't.
Just needed that one extra hop.
Yeah, it did. But it was kicked properly. And then you look for that big high bounce. Didn't get it.
So Fairfield on their second half or total here, 205 yards rushing, and that's without this incident.
And our All-State Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner is?
We will find out in a moment.
We'll find out at the end of the ball game.
And then passing, you look over here at Springfield. You know, that was like incredible because their passing was three for 100 yards passing in the second half.
Ellis hands it off again, straight up the middle. And picking up about 4 yards, and Springfield says, well, let's call timeout. The ball is about 4 yards closer. So it's going to bring up second down at about 6 yards to go for that first down. 2nd and 6. Springfield just, but you know, you got to go in with the idea of just tackling that football. Getting it out of there right now at this point in time.
We've been with the Springfield team before down in Centerville where it was Leonard to Danny Davis with 3 seconds left. So anything can happen. And right now, if they can get a good score here and it would be a 3-point game, comes right down to an onside kick and then move it a couple more yards and a field goal and you tie it up. So,
but the problem is now is that I believe the scoreboard is like a makeshift roll-in scoreboard. And really doesn't have a whole lot on there, and I don't know how many timeouts they got left. I don't think Springfield should have many timeouts at all left. And this is what's going to kill them, because then Fairfield can stand there and tap their toes.
And take their time on that clock. And that clock right now is rolling there, not yet. There we go.
1:48, that's it. 24 seconds on the play clock. Look at Ellis. I'm just really impressed with him. He never changes his demeanor. With the football going absolutely nowhere, getting maybe a half a yard, but that's it. And a timeout.
That should be their last one.
Yeah, I'm looking if the officials say anything to Mo Douglas saying, hey, that's it. Now, yeah, he's going over saying that the timeouts are done. This is what goes. It's 3rd down and 5. And if the play is a quick play and they start rolling the play clock, you got 40 seconds.
Right.
So it's going to be a bit under a minute to go. I mean, they can call timeout and then punt
if
the
they
football.
haven't. If they, but I
yeah, well, not Springfield, but Fairfield. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no reason they would want to.
Not unless they take that ball, take the time and run it all the way down 40 more seconds.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. And then say, okay, now we're going to punt the football. But we shall see. This actually turned out to be a pretty good ball game here in this latter stages of the
it started
fourth quarter.
It started out well. The first quarter was even game there.
Yeah, it was.
And then all of a sudden things kind of opened up, and you wonder sometimes if a game is that slow at the beginning that you kind of lose the concentration of your players.
That's interesting. Yeah. Counterplay in the backfield. There goes McLean. They need to stop him, put him down.
He's still going.
He's still going.
Oof.
Holy moly. They've got him marked going down here at the 47-yard line. Play clock has started. There's a minute 25 left in the ball game, and the play clock is down to 35.
And that brings up 4th down, so they're going to let this thing run all the way down.
They're going to let it roll because it's not guaranteed 4th down and about 3.
You know what you might do here, Lee, is just go ahead and take your time out, let it run all the way down, and then
that's what they're going to do.
And then go ahead and punt it deep.
Yeah.
Because
or punt it out of bounds down there at about the 10-yard line.
Right, because right now, it's a short field for Springfield if they get it back at the 47-yard line. So if you punt it and put them back to about the 15,
yeah,
that should probably do it.
Well,
the way this defense is playing for
then you better have one play. Yeah. So there it is. They did exactly what they were going to do. It's down to 48 seconds.
Timeout.
Now they will punt the football, and of course, punting the football, and that's where I say, do you punt it to hit it out of bounds, and just get good field position, or do you just punt it right down the middle of the field?
I don't think you want to have a return. I think you want to go for a sideline somewhere. But again,
we'll see.
I guess the problem I'm thinking right now is there's only been one punt from Fairfield, so that's a little hard to say how well that punting is. There's your scoreboard up there. You can see that is a 48
seconds.
And 16-6 here. And Security National Bank that did our throw for dough.
And Asia. Let's give Asia a big round of applause out there as you're watching on your TV. Because this is the second time in 2 years.
Better buy her lunch, don't you think?
Yes. Asia Mays picked up $500 donation for the athletic department. She's good.
Better yet, we'll just lunch for the whole cheerleading crowd, right?
No, lunch for you and I. Heck with the cheerleading crowd.
They feed us pretty well up here.
All right, there it is. Oh, this is a nice
Now look
punt.
at that punt.
Clock at 43.
He's going to have a hole.
Got a nice cut. Look out. Can he get by? That's great field position. 33 seconds remaining here in the football game.
What a nice return. Watch this, folks.
Hey, Gary, I thought, boy, what a moron talking about scoring. But you know what? You may be right.
Watch this. Just goes to the outside. He's getting some blocks up ahead. And he's going to cut across right here and just right out of steam and room.
He's carrying people.
And then he's brought down. But 33 seconds left is a good enough time to get Stevens from here into the end zone. And coming back out to the sidelines and getting sent back out there is many. They're going, you're not leaving the field. We need 11 people out there.
I'd love to see him make a catch down that far sideline. At least stay close. If you're not going to make it in, jump out of bounds.
Now look at there. You got
there it is.
In the slot.
Here comes the rush. Here comes the pass. Do you have your man? Yes!
I think he might have pushed off, but there's no flag.
Well, there was a lot of pushing and shoving going on by both.
Now watch this.
Clock is not rolling yet. They got to get the chains lined up.
Watch this play. James Wood is going to be right in the slot. Larry Stevens is in the slot on this side. And that ball and a little pushing and shoving right there, a little push off, but he caught the ball.
Looking for that corner.
And touchdown.
Guess who?
Yep, touchdown, Larry Stevens.
Larry Stevens.
There we go, folks.
Larry Stevens picks it up.
Larry Stevens on the touchdown.
Now how many times, Gary? 3 catches that he actually went back to catch it.
Yeah, those are just beautiful catches, and that's why he is so important to this team right there.
Now, go for one, because if you go for one, a field goal is at least going to tie it. But they're going to go for 2. 15 seconds remaining. And then you need just nothing but a great onside kick coming out. All right. Comes the pass right over the middle, and did he get it? No.
No, incomplete.
So with 15 seconds, that's the way to go, though. Threw it right over the middle. Good play. It was just well defended.
Now here's your onside kick coming your way here shortly, but watch this. Tries to throw a crossing pattern and he wanted to go
throw
down
it a little bit sooner.
He wanted to go down low, and that's where the ball needs to be in the end zone like that, is low, almost to the ground.
Yeah.
So the only one that can get is a receiver that goes sliding down. But real hang in there and toughness from Springfield Wildcats. Just a little bit too little.
Too late.
Too late here.
Yeah.
And 15 seconds. Sure, anything could happen, but you can't advance it. You can't advance an onside kick. So.
No, wait a minute. You cannot. I've seen onside kicks, unless that's a new rule or something, because I have seen them advance it. Let's hope.
I think they just give it a spot thing, Lee. I might be wrong.
Here it is.
We're going to find out.
Well, we got a legal procedure again before the thing even took off, so they'll bring that back and kick it over again.
Yeah, Lee, because I can't even remember now I think about it. If somebody did touch that ball, they're going to fall down on it.
Well, the clock will stop, yeah.
But have that ball bounced up in the air and they caught it, would they be able to advance it? We're going to have to do some homework here.
But yeah, That I do not know.
I know because most of the time it's on the ground. You know what I mean? It's down. So the
okay, now hold a minute. Anybody here in the press box got a computer? Look that one up. All right, the ball at the 35-yard line.
Better yet, when you vote for, what team you'd like to see on local TV for me, put that in there.
Do put it in. There it is. Oh, that took a nice bounce, but it's not going to happen.
And good hands coming in there all night long is that middle linebacker for Fairfield. That's Phoenix Porter. And watch this. It goes right to his hands, and he's a pretty big target. Like to see exactly how tall he is. Here's the onside lead. You can see it bouncing.
Oh, that was beautiful.
But right into his hands, and good hands player right there.
Phoenix Porter.
Phoenix Porter. And we're down to 13 seconds, folks. And this is going to be one snap, and that's going to be it.
What a good ball game. This fourth, who would have thunk being down 16-0 with, a couple minutes left, and now it's 16-12?
150 yards passing for Springfield in the second half.
That all came in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and for Fairfield, 205 rushing. So
give both these teams a big hand, Gary.
Yeah, there's the end of the game there, Lee, as that clock winds down and they're going out to shake hands.
That's the final. Final score, 16-12, and it turned out to be a dandy as it was Fairfield winning over Springfield. Postgame reports will be coming up along with our Player of the Game award winner on your local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the IH Credit Union, Los Mariachis Mexican Restaurant, and Springfield Clark CTC.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and three-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
I'm a Tex Walker. I'm paying more attention to my LOLs and OMGs and the CARs that are about to HIT me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
And it's the post-game report with Gary Liddell. Final score here tonight, 16-12 in favor of Fairfield. It was 16-0 with a couple of minutes left in that fourth quarter, so you can tell what Springfield did. And our final score again, 16-12. And Gary, let's take a look.
Well, it's kind of two separate ball games here. Oh, jeez, just give it up.
I played football. I didn't have.
Here comes the rush.
That's blocked.
That's blocked.
There goes.
Tonight, because they just have that speed that you like to see. Now here's the quarterback trying to get into the end zone, and look at that line, just drives him in. He goes in for the score and just did a tremendous job. Calm leadership is what you kept saying throughout the night, the way he handles his team. And here he is on the replay on that, just coming straight across there. And it's almost just this calmness of, we'll just take care of business and do what we have to do.
And he kept his team,
And then here's Springfield coming back and back to pass, and this is the first pass to Stevens, and he goes right underneath and catches that ball down low. They're going to call a penalty, and he goes, no, I caught it. And then this is not, there it is, right down low. You see it's right below him. He went after it, and there his teammate saying, go ahead and throw the flag, and that's James Wood, and he goes, no, it's a touchdown. And here's the quarterback setting up again here for the another long pass play that didn't show up until late in the game. Right over the middle, kind of a shove off, we thought, but Wood comes up with this, and That's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. And then it goes back again. This is not a replay, folks. This is another catch, a tremendous catch by Larry Stevens. He goes up like Danny Davis did and comes down with that ball in the end zone. And then we thought we were going to be close, but that's just about where we ended up. 16-12, that onside kick failed, and that's it for the ball game.
Well, what a ball game. What a way to end it is the leading receiver, Larry Stevens, came up with a lot of big-time catches to keep it really, really close. Time now for our All-State Player of the Game Award winner, brought to you by Jim Twiggs. And this week, the Player of the Game Award winner is who, Gary?
That's going to be number 5. That's Larry Stevens. He's the wide receiver, 6-footer, 170-pound senior. Without him making those catches, this game would not have been what it was. And we wish the Springfield team and also Fairfield the best down the road for both of these teams. But you are our good hands player of the game because you brought Springfield back from a dismal start to a pretty tight and fun end.
Not often do you see a Game of the Award winner going to somebody on the losing team. But without him, as Gary just mentioned, it would have been a whole lot different, a lot further. Join us again next Friday night from Kenton Ridge High School as the Cougars of Kenton Ridge are going to be hosting the Ben Logan Raiders. Till next week, we wish everyone a very pleasant